It's the penultimate week at Fat Fives for Season 2. Highlights of Flaberdeen versus Scrandinavia, Scrandinavia versus Parmesan Belgrade, and Flaberdeen versus Parmesan Belgrade. Turning attention to the team lineups for this week, Scrandinavia host a 6-man team with multiple returns over last week's team, with Rob and James returning to fill out the team for the 6 players. They have secured the league, but they are still playing for pride after taking losses last week against the teams. Flaberdeen now, and looking at their lineup, they have some new recruits that are joining the league for the first time on temporary loans. David Campbell returns for his second week, while John switches from the red shirt to the blue this week to help out with the numbers there, and is joined by Sam, a new recruit making their debut for this week at Fat Fives. Now we'll look at the Parmesan Belgrade lineup. They are also hosting a strong team with a number of returns this week, with Richard and Don making their debut for the club, and David C as well making their debut for this week as well. Parmesan will be looking to continue upon the success that they found last week. Turning attention now to the league standings prior to match kick-off. Parmesan Belgrade sit in second place after their successes last week and have pushed Flaberdeen to the bottom of the table once again. There is only a 3-point difference and a 3-goal difference between the two teams, as Scandinavia sit at the top of the league as champions. Week 10's opening game sees Flaberdeen versus Scrandinavia. Flaberdeen in blue, Scrandinavia in red. Flaberdeen have a few new players joining them this week, including Sam, who's currently on the ball coming forward just now, and the early shot there saved by Cal, and John, who switched from Scrandinavia to Flaberdeen this week as he continues to make his appearances in the league. We also have David Campbell there in goals. Scandinavia coming forward now with the ball, with Rob playing the ball to Craig. Craig trying to find James in the middle of the pitch there, and an early opportunity, but John snuffs that out and plays it back to the goalkeeper there. John now with the ball, looking for Sam. Sam now looking to find some help as James applies some pressure, but it's lost out to Stephen. Stephen coming forward, and a good save there by David in goals. James trying to battle there, but the ball lands at Johnny's feet, and the ball snuffed out there by James. Good defender from the Scandinavia player there. Rob trying to find it on the tight angle. He's got the ball again though to Stephen. Stephen trying to get through the legs, not quite there, and Johnny sees it back to the keeper. Quick roll out there to John's feet. Now John's looking for options here. Plays across with Johnny, but Stephen gets in front. Rob to Stephen, and the opening goal there for Scrandinavia. There was a little bit of entanglement there in the Flaberdeen defence. John trying to find the movement of Johnny, but Stephen read that pass. Good interception. A bit of fortune there that lands at Rob's feet, but then the 1-2 quickly with Stephen chips it into the net and gives Scandinavia the early lead. Des now for Flaberdeen looking to come forward, finding John with Johnny, great play there. John with some trickery, not quite getting the ball through to Sam there, and Stephen snuffs that out. Cal now playing it to Stephen. Stephen trying to make some space against Des. A lovely 1-2 once again with Rob. The two of them are completely in sync these days. Craig playing it to Stephen. Stephen now trying to find Rob, and just as I said, in sync there, Rob hasn't read the pass, and Flaberdeen have come away with the ball up the pitch now. John looking to find some support there and has to play it back to Des in defence, and plays it up to Johnny there. James applying pressure, which is ending up being successful for Scandinavia now as they win the ball back as they got it in their defence. Rob now to Stephen. Stephen trying to play the ball over to Craig on the run. Craig plays it through Sam's leg, and with the shot, and a good save there by David in goals for Flaberdeen. Flaberdeen coming out again now. Des playing it long up to Johnny, who's been pressured by Chopper, who's on the pitch now. And the shot there through the legs of Chopper, and a good save there by Cal in goals for Scandinavia. Johnny now battling with Stephen as that ball trickles toward Cal, and Scandinavia can come on the counter now with Rob playing it to Chopper. Chopper on the turn, and Des with a great tackle there to snuff that out. And now gives the opportunity for Flaberdeen, who are on the overload here. John coming forward with the shot. Stephen with a good block there to cancel that out. And Johnny and Stephen battle there for the loose ball, but Scandinavia win it. And that's a poor ball out by Cal to John. John now, and he scores for the equaliser. 1-1 between the players on the pitch now A poor roll out there from Cal, goes straight to the feet of John, and John does great work there to keep the ball in control as the pressure gets applied by players and sticks it into the back of the net. 1-1 now on the pitch as we have a false start here, what it looks like. The referee is looking for it to be restarted, and we get underway now with Stephen taking the shot straight from kick-off there. Rob playing up the line towards Craig. Craig now finding Stephen. Scrandinavia pinging this ball about. Chopper to Stephen now. Stephen still has it there, finds Rob, tries to get the chopper, but it's lost, and Paul can't get that ball under control. Paul, who is now the temporary captain for Flaberdeen, who's on the pitch, and Rob looks like he's tried to nick that ball, but it might be in the box. But the referee waves play on as Flaberdeen have the ball in possession again. Simon coming forward. Simon with the shot, and it's blocked there and goes into the corner as Craig battles with Sam. And Sam's done a great job there getting that ball. Battle with Choppers. The feet go flying there, and Chopper does get that ball back to his goalkeeper. Cal quickly out to Stephen there. Up the line to Chopper. Chopper playing it to Rob. Rob with the touch through on goal. And a goal for Rob and Scandinavia to make it 2-1 now. Good teamwork there from Scandinavia. The ball from Stephen finding Chopper. Chopper then letting Sam run past him to leave that space. And Rob with a lovely touch to take it away from Simon. Pace of Rob. Simon can't keep up. And Rob slots it into the back of the net for Scandinavia to make it 2-1 now. Flaberdeen looking to come forward with the ball. Simon finding Sam. Sam trying to flick it up to John. And it's a clever ball there. And Craig can't quite snuff that out. And John had the opportunity. And it goes over the goal on the second chance there. Flaberdeen, David rolling it out to Sam. Sam, long ball up to Paul, his captain for the game. Paul with the save there. Paul with the goal. And it's 2-2. Absolute tenacious stuff there from Paul, not giving up on that opportunity. Great ball from Sam to find Paul with space up front. Craig just losing the foot in there, the save from Cal, and then the second chance for Paul, and he just strokes that ball into the bottom corner. No need to slam it home when you can place it in there, says Paul. Kick-off now for Scandinavia, and quickly from the kick-off, Rob with the shot. Rob's found Stephen in front of goal. Stephen to Rob, and what an instant reply there from Scandinavia. I can barely get any words out, and the two partnerships of the up-front attackers there combining together to get a third goal for Scandinavia there. Delighted with the response Chopper will be from his team. And Flaberdeen, after getting themselves back into this match, find them a goal behind again. They'll need to galvanise to try and get the equaliser once again. David in goals for Flaberdeen to Simon. Long ball up the pitch towards Paul. Chopper's managed to pick that up after it's bounced off the board and plays it to Craig in goals. Craig quickly out to try and find Rob on the move. Rob through on goal. Oh, what a finish there by Rob. A great ball there from Craig in goals to see the run of Rob to find him in space there towards the cameraman, but you can see bouncing off the boards there, ball still in play. Rob picks up, bearing through on goals. Simon's expecting the ball across, but Rob just sticks it into the far corner, and that puts Scandinavia 4-2 up. They're building themselves a good lead here as Craig, well, fortunately doesn't touch the ball, otherwise could have gave away the penalty there, and we carry on. I think that either that's a little bit of luck there from Craig and goals as Chopper comes through, bouncing it off the boards. No one there. It's a high ball, and it's in Flaberdeen's possession now as the ball rolls across the Scandinavia goal to Paul to pick up, and the deflection off of James goes back to the Scandinavia goalkeeper, and they can start again. Little bit of hugging and loving there from Stephen and Johnny there as the ball gets rolled out to John. John almost loses it, but he's managed to pick up again and through to Johnny, and that's just wide from Johnny. A little bit unfortunate. Chopper uses the boards to play the ball back to his keeper. Craig rolls the high ball out and finds James, and James holds up that ball well. Finds Chopper there strolling towards the goal, plays it across to Cal, who does collect the ball, so it's still in Scandinavia's possession. Stephen there, picking up the ball for it goes back to the goalkeeper and finding Chopper once again. Can Scandinavia build on this? The ball off the boards to Stephen. Stephen coming forward now. Shot is blocked by Simon. There's still an opportunity there to find Cal, and the ball's just gone past Cal, and Johnny now has got the ball in the Scandinavia half. Great ball across. Great finish by John, and that is 4-3 now. Fantastic teamwork played there. Little bit of unfortunate there from Scandinavia. The ball through Simon, can't reach Cal, and James and Cal probably unaware of Johnny being in space, although Chopper has got a bit of distance from his man there. Coming across, trying to block it down, but Johnny with a great ball across the goal, going round Chopper, finding absolute precision there at John's feet, and John just slotting it into the back of the corner to give Flaberdeen their third goal. Flaberdeen are on the comeback now. They stopped the Scrandinavia onslaught that was happening, or was beginning to happen at least. So is this the sign of Flaberdeen coming back in? As Simon finds John trying to get some space to the middle of the pitch, but is snuffed out there by Chopper. Still managed to hold onto the ball and the possession though, as Simon tries to play the long ball forward to Johnny, and Johnny is blocked out there by James. Simon in his own half sees an opportunity with the long ball maybe. Yes, he does. Oh, brilliant ball there and a fantastic finish. What a ball there by Simon to see the run of John, and John on the first time volley after peeling off of Chopper there sticks it into the top corner, and that's a fantastic goal to bring it to 4-4 now. Great curved ball there up long, and just not even a bounce there or a control there for John. He just hits it first time as it comes across and slots it into the top corner, and they'll be delighted with that response and delighted with the quality of that goal. Scandinavia have now let a 2-goal lead go. Are they going to be punished by this by the end of the game, or can they find the winner here? It's a tight game between the two teams. It'll be interesting to see which way this goes as Flaberdeen come forward. Johnny and John linking up superbly. I was giving compliments to Stephen and Rob earlier, but Johnny and John have got sinkage as well in this game, as Des has the ball in the Scandinavia half. Ball across, and Craig does a good save there and stops the opportunity there. Chopper in his own half, trying to get past Johnny. Successfully gets past Johnny, but can't get past Des. Des with a great block and a tackle there. Looking to play it across to Simon, but it's blocked by Rob. High ball to Simon. Simon playing it down to John. Will Flaberdeen get a chance here? Simon, across goal. Oh, what a great save there from Craig. That could have been going into the back of the net in the far corner, and Craig with the great foot save there. As Chopper now rotates with Craig in goals. Rolling it out to James. James finds Cal, and the pass is wayward there, and Flaberdeen easily pick up possession here. Craig applying pressure, and John... Oh! Has John touched the ball in the box? Referee thinks so, and the referee has given a penalty. There's a bit of protest here. Let's have a look. John's out the box just now. There, right there, you can see the ball is into the box there. John's unfortunately misjudged that. The foot on top of the ball. He does put it on the line afterwards, but before then it definitely was in the box. Rob stepping up. And, oh my word, it's hit the post and come out. That's unlike Rob completely. And I think that may be only the second missed penalty that we've had so far in this competition, perhaps. I might be wrong with that, but when Scandinavia needed the goal, they've missed an ideal opportunity as play continues on. Flaberdeen coming forward with the ball, and it's pinball in the Scandinavian defence, but they do get it out of there, up the pitch towards Rob, battling with Simon. Simon looking to hold onto the ball, and another long ball up there, but this time John is not there to receive and to score. Scandinavia coming forward now. Rob to Craig. Rob on the run. Craig battling with Des, and the ball's been lost there. Great battle in there from Des to win that for Flaberdeen. John now playing the ball in the middle of the pitch. Lovely footwork there to find Johnny. Johnny to Simon. Simon through and goal. Great save there by Chopper to not only stop but to hold on to the ball, and he rolls it out quickly to find Rob in space. Rob up against John. Rob, good save there from David with the foot. That was an excellent save from the Flaberdeen goalkeeper to keep the team in, and Cal's shot just goes wide there, but he's going to pick up the second ball off the boards there and rolls it back to the Scandinavia captain and keeper. David there with a quick hand to stop a ball going across his box now, and this game is becoming end to end as both teams desperate to try and get the win. Simon now, oh, and another save from Chopper against Simon, and Simon will be frustrated that Chopper's found himself in form in goals there. Quick roll out to Rob from Chopper as Scandinavia look to push forward. Stephen on the turn. Stephen with the shot. Oh, and Scandinavia have got the goal! Scandinavia have got what could be the winner with very little time left in this game. Lovely play there from Stephen, who's came on the pitch. A turn away from Paul, through on goal, and smashes it into the bottom corner. And Scandinavia will be delighted that they've managed to pinch this. But there is still time here for Flaberdeen to potentially get the equaliser. So Scandinavia need to pay attention here and need to hold their defensive result well. Stephen now with the ball, realises they've got the advantage, looking to play keep ball. Rob playing it back, but it's loose, and Simon picks it up. Can Flaberdeen come forward quickly? One last chance. John in front of goals to Simon. Simon, oh, and the save from Chopper, and Craig taps it into the box, and that's the end of the game there. 5-4 to Scandinavia. Second game of Week 10 sees Scrandinavia versus Parmesan Belgrade. Scrandinavia in red and Parmesan Belgrade in white. Scrandinavia with the traditional team lineup that they've got, but Parmesan will be welcoming new players in the shape of David, Don and Richard that are playing for them this week, all making their debuts. Early on, Stephen now with the ball with Scandinavia, linking up with Rob once again. Stephen, lovely footwork, coming forward with the opportunity, and it's snuffed out there by Yanis. Stephen now in the opposition half in the corner with the ball, looking for support. Rob pointing that he wants it at feet. Eventually does get the ball there, and the 1-2 with Stephen on the run. Stephen can't quite get the pass there, and Don has come away with it for Parmesan Belgrade. Don coming forward, gets the ball almost round Chopper. Chopper there with a last minute gas tackle there, gets the ball, and the shot straight at Lewis in goals. Don sees it back to the goalkeeper. Don now once again with the ball in his own half, looking to play it forward and find Gareth. Chopper there trying to apply some pressure onto Gareth, trying to get a little flick at the ball there, but Gareth's feet too clever, gets away with it, and the ball just goes wide there from the shot, and Yanis's shot there can't get quite on target. Stephen playing the short ball to Rob as Scandinavia look to come forward, playing it up towards Chopper. Chopper with a flick and can't quite get it past Lewis, and it's quickly been played out from Parmesan to Gareth. Gareth in the middle of the pitch, will he shoot? Yes he does, and he scores! Fantastic goal there by Gareth, becoming a trademark style goal from Gareth, being in the middle of the pitch, making that little bit of space, and with the powerful shot finding the top corner there. You can see the little roll there, and then lining himself up for the shot. Craig comes across, but then there's the shot there, and straight into the top corner, and Gareth's style there being implemented and applied onto Scandinavia for the opening goal. Kick off now with Scandinavia, and Rob looking to quickly kick off while the Parmesan team were trying to get themselves sorted, but it's went straight to Lewis in goal, and Lewis will just hold the ball there for a minute. Parmesan looking to play it out from their own half. Chopper now picking it up. Yanis there trying to apply some pressure, and the ball goes back to Cal in goals. Stephen now, tried to fight Chopper there, but loses his foot in there, and the pass is blocked out. Don coming forward, and Chopper gets back to intercept. David there applying some pressure. Chopper trying to play it across, but can't get past Yanis. Yanis coming forward now. Yanis with his own shot. Yanis with his own goal. And as we're saying there that Gareth has been implementing the long shot goal, Yanis has taken a fantastic copy of that method and has applied it successfully to make it 2 goals to Parmesan Belgrade in this game. 2 fantastic opening goals. Even though Scandinavia are this week boasting a full and strong team, could we still see Parmesan Belgrade take the win away and get vital points that they need for the league? Cameraman there just catching up with the play, but the ball's been bobbing around the Parmesan Belgrade, so nothing amiss there. James coming forward in for Scandinavia, trying to play it through to Stephen. Don with the important touch to take it away from Stephen, and Gareth now has it in his own half. He is looking for options now, he's looking for runs there. Tries to play it across the board there to Richard, making his debut. Richard trying to find Don there, but Rob with the back heel, and Stephen comes across to collect that ball. Stephen now trying to find Rob, but it's been cut out by Don. Chopper trying to get in amongst them there. Does get a good block. Lands to Stephen. Finds Rob. Rob with the back heel saved. Rob with the second shot, and there is the opening goal for Scandinavia there. You can see the determination on Rob to try and get this goal. The ball goes to his feet. He decides to play the wee cheeky back heel there. Lewis reads it, gets the block in, but unfortunately for Parmesan, the ball goes straight back to the feet of Rob, and Rob does not miss at the second attempt. Score now 2-1 to Parmesan as Scandinavia have got their goal. Could this be them on the way forward? James with the shot there. Good save by Lewis, but as I was speaking, Scandinavia already on the attack, looking for a second. Another save there by Lewis. Lands at the feet of Richard. Rob intercepts. Oh, Rob with the goal. Bottom corner from distance, and that equalises the game up there on the pitch. Rob just getting in front of Ryan as Richard tried to play that ball across the pitch, and Rob with the deadly finish there to make it 2-2 as the on-pitch score. Gareth now looking to push his team forward, plays that ball long up the pitch, and it is bobbling about. Cameraman unfortunately a little bit behind here, but again nothing missed there as Rob picks up the ball in the middle of the pitch. Cal now looking for support, looking for options here. Rob, is he going to shoot? No, he's going forward there. Gareth intercepting off of James, and Parmesan have the opportunity to counter here. Gareth now looking to try and play that ball, and we find Don with the ball in the Parmesan defence there, looking to play with Gareth. Gareth and Don playing very interlacing football here as Don goes forward there on the run. And the shot across goal, Chopper in goals, gets a good hand to it and kills that. Rob now, one-on-one against Gareth and the keeper. Oh, it's just wonderful there from Rob. Literally hardly any movement from himself there. The ball rolled out from Chopper, sees that space that Rob's in. Rob just kills the ball there with his right foot, lets it just turn, a little dink with the right, and then smashes it into the corner. And Lewis can only stand and watch helplessly as Scrandinavia take the lead 3-2 with a 1-goal advantage. And they're still pressing Scrandinavia. They are not satisfied just with the 1 goal. You can see they're looking for some more, and Parmesan Belgrade need to get back into this game quickly here. Stephen has picked up the ball in the Parmesan half. Roll back to Cal. Good shot there. Save from Richard, but Cal once again in front of goals. Cal tries. The header from Chopper. Oh, looks like it's in. But is he in the box? The referee is whistled. There's confusion here as to whether the goal's been allowed or not. Well, Chopper clearly is in the box there with that header. It's an impressive header, but it shouldn't count anyway, and I think the referee is giving it as a goal kick to Parmesan, which is the correct call considering how much in the box Chopper is. Cameraman is just trying to consult with the ref as to what's going on here and is now catching up with play. Rob to Cal. Cal in the Parmesan defence. Even though that goal's been chopped off from Chopper, Scrandinavia are looking hungry for another goal, and it's a penalty that's been given there. The ball across the pitch is touched there. You can see the foot is definitely in the box there as it's cleared away there from David. And once again, correct decision by the ref here. Cal steps up and a good penalty there from Cal, and that makes it 4-2 to Scrandinavia. Cal deservedly taking the penalty after a wonderful ball across the box, and Parmesan will be kicking themselves, causing their own mistakes here and putting themselves behind by 2 goals. Rob now with the ball, looking for Craig, and straight from a Parmesan kickoff, and Rob scores there. As I was saying, straight from a Parmesan kickoff, Scandinavia find themselves in front of the Parmesan goals. Parmesan cannot organise their defence. Craig here with a lovely pass there to Rob, and on the first time with the right foot, Rob sticks it into the bottom corner to put Scandinavia further in the lead here. And Scandinavia are looking relentless. After falling behind briefly, they look like they're in the mood for goals as the ball goes straight back up to the Parmesan Belgrade defence here with Craig. Craig now trying to get past Lewis, but Lewis doing some good defending, showing his team how they should be defending, and sees it back to David in goals. Cal now picking that up, the interception, rolls past Richard. Cal the shot, Cal with the goal. 6-2 now to Scandinavia. They are relentless here. There's an opportunity here for Parmesan Belgrade to be suffering from an incredible defeat here if they do not get themselves organised. That is a multitude of goals in a very short space of time and caused by own player errors. Lewis here, losing the ball to Chopper, and Chopper, oh, it's been saved there. Oh, what a save there by David. Rob to Chopper. Chopper with a second opportunity, and he puts it away this time. 7-2. I can't even finish sentences describing how much the Parmesan defence is in disarray here. They're causing mistakes for themselves. Lewis this time originally trying to cleverly play it past Chopper, but Chopper blocking that, and that becomes the opportunity for 3 of the Scandinavian players to be involved in front of the Parmesan defence. 7-2, Parmesan have a long way back into this game, and we're getting into the territory in which already we could be calling this game as a Scandinavia win here. Lewis with the ball in his team's defence. It hits off the post there, and that just sums up Parmesan's defensive capabilities in this game. Simple roll back to the keeper, bouncing off the post, and panic-stricken Parmesan scoop that ball away. Chopper with a lovely turn on Gareth, gets past Lewis now. There's an opportunity for Cal, and Chopper did not see that opportunity for Cal in front of goal. That would have been a great goal for Scandinavia. Gareth now with the ball though. Can Parmesan get a goal here? No. Stephen blocks that shot and comes forward. Stephen now, Toym Lewis finds Chopper. Chopper the shot. Chopper with the goal. 8-2 to Scandinavia. I think it's safe to say that this game is going to end up into the hands of Scandinavia. I just cannot see Parmesan coming back, but I will be pleasantly surprised if they do. But Scandinavia are looking relentless here with it. Giannis now on the pitch for Parmesan as they kick off, and they need a big effort from their players here. Giannis coming forward, tries to find Gareth, but Stephen intercepts, and now Scandinavia on the attack. Stephen with a lovely pirouette there, holding onto the ball, finds Chopper. Chopper trying to play it through the Cal, but it's intercepted there by David, and just nobody pressing this ball. Giannis is coming late on in to press the ball for Stephen. But there are the opportunities for Parmesan Belgrade to get in the ball, and they're not taking them, as Gareth's shot there has been snuffed out by the goalkeeper in the Scandinavian goal. Stephen with the ball now, looking to play it long, sees it on a Cal. Cal, lovely touch to Craig. Can Craig find Chopper? Giannis there, great defending. That is what Parmesan have been missing. So a player like that to get across and snuff out those opportunities. Cal battling with Richard with the ball, and straight at Ryan. Ryan looking to roll it quickly, finds Gareth. Gareth letting that run. Gareth with the shot. Fantastic goal there from Gareth. That's the goal that Parmesan Belgrade have been needing. And can they mount a comeback on the back of that goal there? 8-3 now. Ryan seeing Gareth in space there. Craig a bit late to react to the ball coming through. And Gareth lets that ball run, has probably lulled Stephen to a false sense there by letting that go across and then hitting it first time on the volley. And James is stuck there just standing watching that hit the back of the net. Stephen straight from kick-off sees the opportunity, but Ryan sticks a great foot out there and blocks that opportunity there. Now we see the ball's in the air as Chopper heads that back to James in goal now. James looking to roll out quickly for Scrandinavia. Rob with the ball at his feet, has opportunities, looks to find Chopper, and Chopper can't quite get that ball out of his feet. Craig and Stephen pick up, but there's been a miscommunication there, and Gareth with the goal. Fantastic shot into the top of the goals there. You can see there Stephen absolutely bemused about what's happened there. He's just standing there frustrated with it. Gareth takes the opportunity, sticks it into the back of net because Craig cannot get across to cover up the mistake that's happened in defensive for Scandinavia. And it's 8-4 now. 2 goals in a row there for Parmesan. Are they on a roll? Are they on a comeback? We'll need to wait and see. There is not a huge amount of time left in this match, so they'll need to muster on if they're going to try and get anything from this. Chopper there with the shot. Good save there by Ryan. Stephen can't get onto the ball as it's blocked there. And Chopper tracking back to block out Giannis, but Giannis has picked up the ball there. Giannis with the shot. Oh, and it's just off the crossbar there. Absolute unlucky there for Giannis on the pitch. Almost got a goal there, but it was cruelly bounced off the post for Parmesan, and they'll need to come again to try and get another goal to try and change the tide of this game. But the ball's up to Rob, and Rob with a lovely finish there, as I'm just saying what Parmesan need to do. But there's a lovely ball played up the pitch from Stephen to find the run of Rob, and Rob on the absolute tight angle manages to scoop it past Ryan and get it into the far post. And that is the 9th goal for Scandinavia there. And just as Parmesan Belgrade were coming back into this match that there could have been the slight hope of getting anything from it, Scandinavia have quintessentially snuffed that out. David and Craig battling into the corner there, and Craig wins the ball, plays it across to Stephen, and Stephen, knowing that they have the advantage and they have the time, lets that ball roll to get it under control and finds Rob. Rob now taking his time, finds Craig there. Craig can't get a foot behind it. Oh, and it's bounced off him, and he can't make the most of the opportunity there. Giannis now with the ball, playing it up the field now to David. David to get the turn on Craig. David still has it. Craig wins it there, but David wins it back. Can he make a bit of space to get past Craig? Turn in, finds Don there. Don now being pressured by James. Don looking to come forward. Does go forward. Finds David to Don. Don with the shot. Oh, and off the post! And is there another opportunity? Lewis now with the shot and is blocked by Stephen. Unlucky there for Don that could have had his debut goal. Chopper picks up the ball, quickly looks to roll it out to Craig. And Craig plays it up the line to James. James now through on goal. And a good save there by Ryan to keep the score as it is. The back heel there snuffed out by David. Yanis through to Lewis. Lewis with the shot. It's off the post. And again. Oh, and he's hit the post again. And Chopper's lying on the floor there. He cannot help but hit the post twice in a row there, Lewis, and that just sums up the fortune of his team today. Just absolute unlucky at times and just cannot be clinical when they need to be. We're now entering the final moments of this game, and considering the score being 9-4 to Scandinavia, it looks like it's going to be a win to them. But is there any last minute goals coming in? As Stephen tries to get the ball and tries to get the shot away, it rolls to the feet of Ryan in goal. Ryan plays the ball out to Don. Don plays it upfield off the cameraman there, and as it rolls in the middle of the pitch, and that's the end of the game now. 9-4 to Scandinavia. No, the game's actually still continuing on. I think it got played back to keeper there as Stevens on goal there. And Stevens slots it away. But the referee has cruelly blown for full time before the shot gets away, meaning the score stays at 9-4 to Scandinavia. Final game of week 10 sees Flaberdeen versus Parmesan Belgrade. Flaberdeen in blue, Parmesan Belgrade in white. And this is the all-important game this week, folks. These teams are separated by 3 points and 3 goals only. As Ryan early on for Parmesan Belgrade had an opportunity, but Des snuffed out the chance there. As Flaberdeen come forward and Des just shoots wide. As I was saying, there is only 3 goals and 3 points between these teams for that second place in the league. And so it is a vital game for both teams to win for their own reasons. Simon playing that ball across the pitch to David, but it's been snuffed out there, and Johnny's picked up the ball. Des trying to battle with Yanis here. David now coming forward. Oh, and a save there from John with the feet to deny David his debut goal. We do have 2 Davids on the pitch for each team, so just a warning for any confusion around the naming that I do in this video. Des playing the ball up to Simon. Simon taking that in, lovely. Plays it through to Johnny. Johnny can get his feet out. And he's lost the ball to David right in front of goal there. He could not get the ball out of his feet there. And David takes that opportunity away. Yanis playing it David. David, and it's blocked by Flaberdeen David there. And the ball bounces up towards Gareth in his own half. Long ball up as Flaberdeen David then heads it towards Johnny's in space. Johnny to Simon. Simon with the shot. Great save there by Richard in goal. David for Parmesan picks up the ball there, but David for Flab nicks it. Oh, and just wide from Flaberdeen David, as that would have been his debut goal for Flaberdeen as well. Richard now with the ball as the cameraman's a little bit shaky there. David for Flaberdeen clears that away as Ryan gets an opportunity and the ball rolls into the Flaberdeen box and John in goals can pick it up. David now looking to come forward, but Yanis there is applying pressure. Plays it out to Simon, who's in a bit of space and tries to look to play it across, but Yanis doing some good blocking there. John now with the ball plays it to David as Flaberdeen look to restart here. Going forward, David finds the space to Johnny. Johnny, Simon's in front of goals. Oh, and he can't quite find Simon as Simon's standing free in front of goal. Would have been an ideal opportunity for Flaberdeen to get the opening goal there. Gareth now coming forward with the shot, but just wide there from Gareth. Ball will bounce off the boards and find Ryan. Ryan now looking for support. Finds Don. Can Don see Gareth the other side of the switch over? No, and Flaberdeen have the ball on the counter. Johnny going forward. Finds Simon this time. Oh, fantastic save by Richard there. Looked like that was going to be a dead set goal for Flaberdeen and the opening goal, but a wonderful save there by Richard and goals for Parmesan. Yanis there winning that ball, plays it up to Ryan. Ryan has got pressure from Paul and it's snuffed out there. Ryan can't quite get the shot on target. Yanis now getting the ball again for a second opportunity for Parmesan. Ryan again, and Johnny comes across once again and stops Ryan getting that opportunity. Simon now for Flaberdeen. This game's end to end. Finds Johnny. Johnny's passed on. Johnny with a shot. Johnny with the opening goal finally in this game. Flaberdeen have been knocking at the door for the last little while. They're trying to get their first goal and the game's opening goal. Richard has done a fantastic job for Parmesan so far to keep it at 0-0. But Don there just losing a little bit of balance, can't get that touch away. Richard does get a touch on Johnny's shot, but it's not enough to push it wide of the goal. And Johnny gets the opening goal for the game. 1-0 here, and that is a crucial opening goal for Flaberdeen as they look to leapfrog and take back that second place from Parmesan Belgrade. But there will be a goal difference that they need to be aware of that they have to cover. Lewis now Getting the ball in Flaberdeen's half and plays it off the boards, but doesn't quite find a player. Yanis with a great interception, take that ball away from Simon to stop that attack coming forward, and Johnny picks up the ball in his own half. Long ball there from Johnny, but Gareth reads that well and intercepts it and stops Paul from having the opportunity. Gareth coming forward, Gareth with a shot, and it is blocked there, and the ball will go back to Johnny in goals, who plays a couple of keepy-uppies there. Richard collects that ball for Parmesan and starts Gareth on his run. Gareth with a shot. Good save there by John with the feet. And Don just shoots wide there. John now looking to roll it to Simon to get an attack going now. Simon finds Johnny. Johnny on goal. Johnny with a shot. Oh, what a save by Richard there with the feet. Fantastic goalkeeping to keep the game at 1-0. Des now in goal for Flaberdeen. Finds Simon. Simon switching it over to the new captain, Paul, for Flaberdeen. John in the middle of the pitch, playing up to Simon. Simon through in goals. Oh, another wonderful save by Richard, keeping it at 1-0. Fantastic work. They're keeping his team in the game here. Johnny now and John battling over the ball, and Richard picks it up. Quick roll out to Yanis. Yanis trying to find David there, but Johnny picks up that ball. Simon now has options to Paul. Paul. Oh, and off the post there. Unbelievable stuff here. Flaberdeen have chance after chance, but between the goal frame and Richard, it's keeping this game at 1-0. Simon with the shot, little deflection there, and it goes wide. Richard playing it to Lewis. Lewis playing it straight back to Richard there. David now coming forward, battling with Paul. David, can he win the ball? He still has it. He has a little bit of space. He takes that cross and Simon snuffs out Don there, but it's actually still with Parmesan as Lewis picks it up in his own half of the pitch. David now trying to find Ryan, but John picks up that ball, plays through Simon. Simon switching it to Johnny. Johnny, as Richard comes out. Oh, now Johnny is claiming for a penalty there. That looked like it was in the box. We'll come back and look at that replay in a minute as action continues there as John wins the ball off of Don, but Don is sent flying. But Johnny has the ball in front of goals. Oh, and another save by Richard. We definitely need to have a look at these replays to see. This could be fantastic goalkeeping, or potentially, is there a penalty, a play here that's been missed? Lewis playing it up to Don, but Paul picks up that ball as play starts to calm down a little bit now. But long ball up finds Simon in space. Simon looking for the overlap to John, and Lewis snuffs that out. And Simon now, as Sam comes on the pitch, Sam battling with Ryan, finds John. John, seeing the overlap of Paul. Paul, what can he do here? He lets it go into the corner. Paul plays it back in the middle to John. And John tries to get the shot. Another save by Richard. And finally the game calms down. Let's have a look at this opportunity. This penalty claim from Johnny goes through. Richard's done a great job there on the line. He's clearly in the box and the ball has stopped. It is barely on that line, but Richard has last touched the ball in the box, and so good call from the referee. Good eagle eye there, and Johnny will be distraught that his claims for a penalty are in vain. Sam now coming forward, battling with Ryan as Flaberdeen look and are absolutely desperate to try and get a second goal after all these opportunities. Save from Richard. Oh, and a double save from Richard there. Literally, Richard is the one man that is keeping Parmesan in this game and is stopping Flaberdeen from running away from this game. Credit to the debut player, doing a fantastic job for his team in this match. Paul now playing that ball to John. John has opportunity with Sam. Sam with a shot. Oh, fantastic save there from Richard. Unbelievable stuff. As Sam looked to dink that over Richard, he got the hand up to stop it, managed to clear it away from the oncoming Flaberdeen. Sensational from the man. Absolute. Oh, and here comes Gareth, but he cannot get the ball out from his feet, and the ball is lost there by Richard as he came out from goal onto the pitch, swapping with Ryan. Sam now with the ball, plays it to Richard. Richard then plays it back to Ryan to calm things down a little bit there, as Ryan lets go the ball to Gareth. Yanis through. Oh, and Des with a great save there with the feet. John battling with Richard, and John has come out with the ball there. Simon's in space. Can he find him? Yes, he can. Simon finishes that move off and finally gets the second goal for Flaberdeen after some fantastic goalkeeping work by Richard earlier. John winning that ball from said Richard, and John pushes forward, sees Simon in space. Flaberdeen with 3 players up and Parmesan with only 1 player back in defence in Lewis, and Simon coolly slots that away and is probably thankful to find Ryan in goal rather than Richard, considering how Richard was the almost impenetrable wall in this game thus far. David coming forward at the score is 2-0 to Flaberdeen. Plays some lovely ball there to John. And John switches it up to Sam. I think John's looking for the 1-2 here. Back heel from Sam. Unlucky, almost pulled it off there as Richard comes forward with the ball for Parmesan. Oh, and he's hit the post! Oh, that would have just capped off Richard's game completely if he managed to get a goal after pulling off some wonderful saves earlier. But it cruelly hit the post and bounces out, and Flaberdeen are on the attack now. David with a shot straight at the goalkeeper. Good goalkeeping there. Yanis looking to roll that out. David with a good chest control there, plays it down to John's feet. John now trying to find Paul, but Richards intercepted, plays it to Gareth. Gareth round Des, and in the goal there. And that is a reply from Parmesan. Fantastic work there between Richard and Gareth. David taking that ball down to John. John then looking to play the ball through to Paul. And Richard stepped forward. Great interception with the momentum. Only John back. Gareth peels off, takes that ball in, and does the dummy to go around Des and slots it into the corner there. And that is 2-1 now in this important game. And Parmesan are back in here with a shout. Can they mount a comeback, or will Flaberdeen be even more relentless? Paul in the Parmesan half, looking to play it across the goal. No one there though, and Gareth will trap back and pick that ball up as he battles with John. Gareth now looking to try and find some options, sees the gap and plays it back to the goalkeeper. Yanis there with a little spill there, and the ball's landed at John's feet. John now getting past David. Yanis goes down. John with a shot. Oh, and it's just off the crossbar there, and the ball almost goes all the way through to the Flaberdeen half. Gareth's now picked up that loose ball, and there's an opportunity here. He's away past David, off the post. David now battling once again, and Paul clears that ball away, and Flaberdeen on the counter now with Sam. Sam finds John. John through on. John scores to make it 3-1 to Flaberdeen. Lovely counter-attacking move there. Sam taking that ball in brilliantly. Coming forward, seeing the run of John going through in the middle of pitch. John with a great touch to take it away from David, and then just first time slots that into the bottom corner past the goalkeeper there, and gives Flaberdeen the third goal that they need. Straight from kickoff there, Lewis trying to take the shot, but Johnny reads that and blocks it out, and now Sam has an opportunity here with the ball, playing it back to David. David taking the shot. Oh, just wide there from David, and John will pick this ball up to give another opportunity to Flaberdeen. Johnny hits it high and over. Yanis can pick that up. Quick ball out there to Gareth, but doesn't quite make it there, and now Flaberdeen have the opportunity to counter, but Parmesan should be set in their defensive positions, but they're all over the place, and here's Johnny now. Oh, and there's the fourth goal for Flaberdeen. Great work between Johnny and John. Unbelievably, Parmesan had 3 players in their half at this attack scene as Gareth had stayed up for the counter, and yet could not organise themselves to stop that opportunity, and Flaberdeen find a way to sneak through the defence and get the goal there. 4-1 to Flaberdeen, and Flaberdeen are stamping their mark on this. Will they go second at the end of this evening and take that place back from Parmesan? Gareth now trying to spur his team forward as Lewis standing up there. Oh, and that looked like it bounced off the post there. Yanis now has the opportunity, but Sam's gone in front there and plays it back to the Flaberdeen goalkeeper. Gareth now in his defence looking to play the long ball up to Lewis, and Lewis can't get that touch away, and Des makes the save, and the ball is back up, but David picks it up for Parmesan, gets past Sam looking to play that ball across. Yanis can't get the touch as the ball ends up back with Yanis though. They got another chance here. Yanis coming round, cutting round, and the Flaberdeen defence comes forward and stops it as the ball comes forward. David can pick up that ball. David, oh, a little bit of miscommunication there. David should have played it back to his goalkeeper, but he's given the opportunity. Johnny to John, and John is toying with the goalkeeper and coolly slots it away there. A defensive disaster there for Parmesan. The goalkeeper should have been shouting for that ball. David had time and space to play it, but looked to try and scoop that ball away. I'm not sure if there was a bit of confusion, but he was allowed and should have played it back to the goalkeeper there. And Johnny has John and Sam there for option, and John with foot on the ball, the goal at his mercy, and just slots it away, and that's 5-1 to Flaberdeen, and they have definitely taken control of this match. And it looks like they are in the prime position to come away with the 3 points that's necessary to go back into that second place. As John comes forward, could there be another goal for Flaberdeen here? To Sam, to Johnny, to David. The ball is pinging around here. Somebody needs to take the shot, but Gareth wins the ball there and comes forward after getting past David. Gareth continues to drive forward. A flick through to Don, and it's read by John and rolls to the keeper. And now the counter-attack is on. Johnny, lovely flick to take it away from Richard. Johnny with a shot. Great save there by Ryan with the foot, and cannot take the advantage of Flaberdeen from that lovely build-up play there. Parmesan win the ball again. Don all the way through to Gareth. Gareth round Des, and there's a goal for Parmesan. Gareth with another goal for his team there, but this could just be a consolation goal considering we are in the last moments of the game. There is only going to be a few more passages allowed by the referee. Gareth, lovely roll away from Des to give himself more space for the goal and just coolly slots that away to make it 5-2 now. Flaberdeen are in controlling position here, but they need to ensure that Parmesan do not find a second win with that goal. As I say, Gareth battling there with David, almost winning that ball away there as Flaberdeen look to come forward once again. Gareth trying to nick it away from John, but John sees it back to the goalkeeper there. David now in the Parmesan half. Not long left here. Parmesan need to get this ball, and quickly, as Johnny falls over there. Don coming forward with the ball. Plays it to Gareth, who's in space. Gareth with the shot, and it's just high and wide there. Don looking to win on the second, but David tracks back for Flaberdeen to win that ball. Flaberdeen coming forward now. Last moments of the game. Flaberdeen with David. David finding John. John, what opportunity is going to be here to find David? David can get it under control, looks to play the safety and play it back, and that will be full time for the game. 5-2 to Flaberdeen as Des picks up the ball and the referee blows full time. And now for the classified results once all scores have been processed. Flaberdeen 3, Scrandinavia 5, Scrandinavia 9, Parmesan Belgrade 3, and Flaberdeen 5, Parmesan Belgrade 2. With those results in mind, taking a look at the league table, Scrandinavia champions as secured previous weeks. Flaberdeen have now taken second place over Parmesan with that impressive win, and they've added to the goal difference too, so they have a good chance going to the final week to hold on to that place. Congratulations for Scrandinavia for winning Season 2, back-to-back title winners. Everybody is looking with keen interest to see what they can do next season. Fat Fives are looking for new players. If you are in the northeast of Scotland, Aberdeen area and want to take part, please check out our website fatfives.football and feel free to fill out the registration form. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to ensure you get notified when new videos are released.